On my way into work today, I didn't think it felt too warm or too different this morning, but temperatures later on today, it's coming.
Yeah, this morning we are warmer than normal, but we're not as warm as we were even a few weeks ago when we were starting out in the 70s. We're in the 60s this morning, but even the 60s that we're in are running about 10 degrees warmer than normal. So even if it doesn't feel bad right now, it's definitely going to be toasty later on this afternoon. And I have that forecast for you, letting you know just how hot it's going to be. That's coming up in just a moment. But let's start out with what's happening right now, and that's the start of the sunrise. This particular view is over Naples Bay near Tin City, and we are going to have mainly clear skies this morning. Some patchy fog is also possible, but overall it's going to be a calm and warmer than normal morning. We are not going to be tracking any rain on the NBC2 First Alert Live Doppler radar. Right now we're sweeping clear, and that will be the theme for the rest of the day as well. So let's run through Futurecast. Saw a few clouds in place, and that could be that patchy fog. By lunchtime, mainly clear skies, so mainly sunny. We will have a sea breeze develop this afternoon, but all that's going to do is create a few clouds, especially closer to 41 and 75. That's it. Not really expecting to bring us any chances for rain. We remain nice and clear overnight. A few more clouds will start to move in once again as you wake up tomorrow morning, and then we do it all over again. Sunday is basically going to be identical to today in terms of temperatures and the overall weather pattern. And speaking of temperatures, we should be at 78 degrees. We're going to be 88 in Fort Myers, Cape Coral, Immokalee, up to 89 for Arcadia, Naples, Marco Island, mid to upper 80s. And the only reason that communities along the immediate coastline are going to be cooler this afternoon, and cooler, of course, being a relative term, is because of that sea breeze developing. So if you are planning on having a beach day, you live along the coast, Lee County Islands, temperatures will be in the low to middle 80s. That does include Fort Myers Beach as well, which will have temperatures closer to 83 to 84 degrees. Our southern Lee County beaches will be warmer into the upper 80s, and then we're going to have some low to middle 80s for our Collier County beaches from Wiggins down through Naples Beach and even Marco Island. So sea breeze will keep coastal communities a few degrees cooler, but it's still going to be hotter than normal for this time of year. Tomorrow, again, no real change. We're back up to 88 degrees. Breezy conditions remain. Monday, 86, Tuesday, 85. So when is there going to be a cool down? Well, it's not going to be for some time. As we look at the wider view of the live Doppler radar, we can see there is a cold front working its way through the deep south, but this front is not going to make any progress through southwest Florida. And the reason for that is you have to look into the mid-levels of the atmosphere. There's basically a big area of high pressure parked over the mouth of the Caribbean and into the Gulf of Mexico, and it's going to move right on top of us. When this happens, our temperatures go up, cold fronts cannot make their way through, and our rain chances stay down. But this high pressure is going to sort of meander a little bit, keeping our temperatures a little warmer. And then we have a big area of low pressure coming in from the north. This is by Thursday, and that's going to be strong enough where it pushes that high pressure away, and some cooler air has the possibility to settle in by next weekend and early next week. So it is going to be quite some time before we could have any relief in terms of temperatures and humidity. Notice the 7-day forecast. Every single day, either starting out in the 60s, middle to upper 60s, and then we will have afternoon temperatures in the low to middle 80s. That's your forecast.
It's amazing.
I love that. Between that and the little boy who wants to help pick up trash, that last minute or so, it's the best part of my morning.
I agree, yeah.
So good.
Two good stories right there.
I know, I love it. And if you love the hot weather, then you're really going to enjoy this weekend, but it is February, and so many of us are used to slightly cooler weather this time of year, so you might be yelling at the TV, no, I don't want the hot conditions. Unfortunately, that's what we're going to have today, but it will be a great one to hit the water, either the beach, the pool, or hit the water on a boat. So boaters, if you're getting ready to head out, conditions look pretty great for you. Winds will be out southeast this morning, turning southerly with the sea breeze this afternoon, but only around 10 to 15 knots. Seas in the Gulf will be 2 feet or less, light chop for the inland and bay waterways, so no advisories you need to be aware of. And beachgoers, Gulf waters, a little warmer than normal, 75 degrees, and that should be cool enough where it's nice and refreshing, where you can cool off, especially with these hot conditions that we have in place right now. On NBC2 First Alert Live Doppler radar, we are sweeping clear, except where we're seeing the birds take off in the morning. Wednesday, I saw those birds take off from the 6 Mile Cypress Slough, and there are a lot of reserves across southwest Florida, a lot of preserves, I should say, and then a lot of places where these birds take off for the morning, and that's what we're seeing here south of LaBelle and eastern Lee County. So we will continue to see some green show up on the radar, but it's not rain. It's those birds taking off for the morning, and maybe you're starting to slowly get ready this morning. you're going to have some pretty nice conditions as you head out and enjoy your day. A few clouds and patchy fog will be possible, but then by lunchtime, nothing but sunshine, and nothing but sunshine for the rest of the afternoon, other than a few isolated clouds developing along the sea breeze, which should be setting up closer to 41 and 75 this afternoon and this evening. We remain mainly clear overnight. We'll have a few clouds once again as you wake up, but tomorrow's weather is going to be very similar to today in terms of temperatures as well as in terms of our lack of rain, or at least not significant rain chances. It is going to be a warm one. We're already in the 60s. By 9 o'clock, we're in the middle 70s. Lunchtime, already in the 80s. Peak heating of the afternoon will be up to around 87 to 88 degrees. Could be within only 1 or 2 degrees of high temperature records. So this is a significant warm up for us, and one of the reasons we talked about last half hour, that big area of high pressure in the mid levels of the atmosphere really keeps us warm. But we also have a southerly component to the wind, so southeast winds around 10 to 15 miles an hour for the rest of the afternoon will continue to bring in some warm conditions. Here's 4 o'clock. You see that sea breeze developing, pushing just inland enough that we could have some slightly cooler air or some slightly cooler temperatures right along the coast as that sea breeze again pushes more inland. Brief relief, but it's still going to be hotter than normal. Tomorrow, a lot of the same. Southeasterly winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Sea breeze setting up in our inland areas, mainly just going to bring us a few clouds, maybe 1 or 2 sprinkles. Tomorrow afternoon, our high temperature is definitely toasty again, up to 89 for Immokalee, LaBelle, Palmdale, could be pushing 90 in Arcadia, and once again, Cape Coral, Fort Myers, Bonita Springs, up to 88 degrees. So our rain chances I've already alluded to are just not very large over the next few days. Here's tomorrow morning, still only a few clouds, but there's that sea breeze setting up. You see here by 3:30, there could be 1 or 2 isolated showers. That chance is just not very large. Don't expect to get rained on tomorrow. Just know that we're warmer than normal, so we're going to have a sea breeze develop, and 1 or 2 sprinkles can't be ruled out. We're going to be warm for the next week. We will not drop into the 70s potentially until next Sunday, and even then, it's brief. That's your NBC2 First Alert Forecast.